Oh, that's good. Fantastic. Well, it's great to be here in Birmingham, which is not usually easy to say with any degree of sincerity. But it is fantastic to be here. Let me tell you that as a magician, what I do is I travel around telling lies to people, I deceive them, I cheat them, I get money out of them under false pretenses. It's kind of just like being a mobile phone salesman, really. And when I was a kid, we didn't even have mobile phones, you know. We had 2 empty tin cans connected by a bit of string. You know, but like all technology, things have moved on in leaps and bounds over 30 years, and now the flavour of the month is the iPhone, right? Who's got an iPhone? Just 2 of you. Okay, just because I said lied and cheated. Okay, now the interesting thing is, I reckon iPhones are sold last year, and you know why? Because I've invented this. Check this out. Can we get a close-up of this? Look at that. Ultra thin. You know what that is? No, it's not a piece of card. Shut up, kid. This is the new Z phone, right? Ultra thin, 17 million gigabytes of stuff. What this does, let me just tell you one thing about it. You can customise it. That's the great thing. Look, I've been working on the logo. There we go. That's the Z phone. That's the camera. That's the video aspect. Very high definition. Now, the thing about this is, makes it different from all other phones, is A, you can't make phone calls on it, and B, you can take pictures of the future. Sounds like nonsense, but it did get me out of the army. So I'm going to take a picture now of the future. Here we go. And there it is. But I'm going to show you that a bit later in the future. For now, we're going to show you a quick card trick, okay? Now, I've got a pack of cards here. Normally you get them examined. We haven't got time for that, just trust me. It's a regular deck of 73 cards. What we're going to do is choose a card, choose a person at random by throwing a playing card. So we're going to throw it somewhere down here, and whoever's eye it sticks in, just stand there and go, oh, your mama. Okay, so here we go. Right. Okay, so can we just get some light down here? Is it possible to get a bit of light? Let's have a look. So just stand up if you've got the card there. Whoever's got the card, stand up. Brilliant. What's your name? Matthew. Matthew, was that the card you were thinking of? It's a bit of a long shot, but it's worth a go, you know what I mean? That would be a good treat. It gets better. Don't leave now. I'll go to your house and walk around while you're performing. Matthew, I'll tell you what. While he's out there, everybody hide. Now what we're going to do, Matthew, I'm going to get you to choose a card in a second. I can't quite reach you from there, so what I'll do is I'll flick through the cards like that with my thumb. Just tell me to stop wherever you like. There, okay. So we got the 2 of diamonds, good as anything now. So Matthew, what's your second initial out of interest? G, okay. So let's run an MG on there. So, better than guess what sort of colour you used to have as well. Okay, MG. Now what's going to happen, Matthew, normally what would happen here is the magician would lose the card somewhere in the pack, and then they do this sneaky move, right? They kind of do this fiddly move, and then they reach out behind your ear and pull out the card, or maybe they do a different move where they reach in the pocket, pull out a wallet, open it up, inside there's a zipper with an envelope inside there, there's your card with your initials. We're not going to bother with all that, it's redundant. We don't even need the cards, Matthew. We don't even need me, right? All we need is a new, improved Z phone. Now I'm talking about the resolution of the Z phone. Check this out. Can we get a close-up of this? Look at the picture I took of the future. The 2 of diamonds. If you're initials, Matthew, that's for you. Nice catch. Okay, so I was asking about iPhones here before. Who's got a 3G or 3GS iPhone? Just so someone has anybody got this? That's not a. No, it's a camera. I have that. I don't know. You the 3G? Can we just have a look at that? And who stands up who's got a 4G? Okay, this camera here. Have you got 4G? Come have a look at that. If you see the case as well, can you take it out of the case for me and send me the 3G?
Can't get mine out of the case.
No, that was it. Oh, so yeah. Can you come out with that? Brilliant. Okay. Alright, that's not a case. That's a kind of amphibious vehicle wrapped around it. Blimey. And we've only got 10 minutes here, you know. Right, you need some well-thinking equipment to get that open. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, let's dump that out. What's your name, by the way? Diane, what's your name over here? Darren, give a big round of applause as they follow me. Harry, can I call you Bob? It'll just be easier. Okay, give a big round of applause as they come up to the stage. You've got this little safety feature where you have to, pretend you're in the post office queue. Okay, have a seat there, okay? Because what we're going to do is try this little idea now. You've seen the show many, many times on TV, and you know what time it is now? It's time for Tested to Destruction! Hi Dave, how's it going? Now, the thing is about iPhones, right, they are quite sturdy, that's the thing. The 3G, the 4G is supposedly slightly better, I'm not sure. It's got a video bit, apparently it's got 4 times the resolution of the human eye, which is obviously really useful.
Already spotted.
If you want to show photographs to a bird of prey. Now what happens is, you know, one of the biggest killers for mobile phones is moisture. You know that? You know it is, you go into work, you go into school early in the morning, you decide to have a drink, and what happens is, as you're having a drink, you accidentally just tuck your mobile phone into a cup instead of sugar. Okay? Like that. Now what happens is, the phone gets wet, obviously. Now that's not a major problem, to be honest, because actually Apple iPhones, they do say that they make them water resistant, actually. But however, there's a big difference between water resistant and waterproof. Still working. Wouldn't have expected that, to be honest. Okay. Now the other thing is, by the way, don't try this at home, right? Any kids in the audience, don't try this at home, right? Until the coffee has really cooled down, otherwise you might scald yourself. Okay, so let's pop that down. The 4G. Right, let's whack that in there, and once again we'll pour it a little bit on there. Now, the thing is about this... Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Never mind. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's give that a little wash around, like that. Rest out. So what we're going to try is another little experiment. Now, here's a little tip for you. If for whatever reason your phones do get a little bit damp, like those, what you can do is actually a little experiment that we're going to try to dry them out. I wouldn't recommend this. If you are going to dry your phone out, do it very, very gradually. However, we've got a long show, a big show, a move. So I'll tell you what, Jace, bring it on.
I've actually just blown it out. Right, there we go. Good tasting. Next one. Oh dear.
Wow. Okay, well that was a bit hotter than in rehearsal. Yeah, another little tip for you. Never ask Jason for a light. Okay, well, that's a cool pattern scorched on there, that's good. Okay. Now the other thing about this is, even more common than the damage from a TV presenter walking on with a flamethrower is impact, right? You know what impact? You either drop your phone, you sit on it, you know, or there's a sudden, unexpected military intervention.
That's his tank.
What's a mission parent target? Never been ahead, sorry, I haven't probably my tank.
Incoming!
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 10 meters away, get it down, let it down. Coming down!
Right.
Success! Maximum pressure!
Yeah, take that one! Take that one! Just that one!
And look at that, actually the screen's still in one piece. It's separate from the phone, but it's in one piece. You know what? We've got time for one last test. And you'll never guess what the most common form of damage to mobile phones is. Any idea what it might be?
It's industrial blender, isn't it, Paul?
Industrial blender, that's right.
Sorry.
You wouldn't believe how many
Put my
times...
hand up.
You wouldn't believe how many times that you're just making a smoothie and your phone drops in. You have the 4, I have the 3. You might be thinking there's a bit of product placement here. We've been talking about Apple all the way through, and we don't want to show any favouritism. So what we've got here is a few blackberries to throw in, and a few oranges. Cool. Okay, so there's your lid.
Thank you, sir.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. conclusive proof that 3 has survived a lot better than the 4. It is. But tell you what, don't worry, because you know what? We're obviously not going to give you your phones back like this. No. We've got a little kind of jiffy bag. Let's put that there. You hear that music, James?
Yep.
You know what that means, don't you? They've won a goodie bag. There you go. Phone bag and a goodie bag. What more do you want?
Sorry. Some consolation.
I'll tell you what, have a look inside the goodie bag case. Because you know earlier I was talking about when I was a kid we had tin can mobile phones.
One in here.
There's one in here, but it's a full tin can, a sealed tin can, no strings attached. We move with the times. It's a hands-free, wireless tin can mobile.
Does it work?
Well, have a look. Let's have a look. Can you hear it?
Hello?
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 Funny enough, I can hear you, but then I only stood 6 feet away.
You open it.
Let's open it up, and inside there,
Hang on.
there should be a little sealed-in bag with an iPhone 4. Do you want to just check it for insurance purposes? Make sure that it is your screensaver?
Is that your screensaver?
It
that
is.
it?
Let's have a big round of applause for Tim Green Sports. Take care.
Impressive stuff.